Hello and welcome to my Far Cry 5 terrain tutorial, and we are going to get right into it. So as soon as you open the Far Cry 5 menu, you're going to come to the main menu, and you're just going to go down to Arcade, and it's going to open this Far Cry submenu, and we're going to go to Arcade Editor, because if you do open Arcade, it'll open up playable levels, but we want to get to where we can make the level. So we have new map, solo, multiplayer, and edit map. I'm just going to do a solo or and co-op, doesn't really matter at this moment. You have a couple different game modes. Um, it really depends what you're trying to make, but I'm gonna be making a journey with an empty map. You can have a preset map. It's really up to you. Swamp, Rocky Island, Outer World. But we're just gonna do probably, probably might do winter. Let's see. Let's just do empty map. Yeah, we'll do an empty map. Why not? And then yeah, go ahead and start. And I'm just going to be showing you the terrain tool and how that works in this game so that you can essentially make your own terrain. Because there are ways to make your own snow, or you can use the other snow. It's really up to you guys. So when you first pop in, you have a lot of crazy stuff going on. You're going to want to use L1. L1 is the main thing. So you add new objectives and stuff. And first things first, you have objects, AI, terrain, loadouts, create snapshot environments, and tools. And there's also map details. So we're gonna head over to terrain, and we have terrain tools, paint texture, vegetation, road, water, and map limits. When going to terrain tools, we have a couple different things you can choose from. One important thing to know is that the ramp tool is probably one of the most difficult tools to use in this for some reason, but I will cover that. So going into the bump, so now this all depends on the tool that you have. So as you can see here, the bump just kind of bumps everything up. Just making some bumps. The flatten will flatten this. Now it's not gonna flatten it all the way to the sub level that you just bumped it from. It's gonna just like actually flatten it. But if you keep on like going at an angle, it'll eventually get there to where it flattens with the rest, as you can see. And then from there you can keep pressing R2, or you can even hold it down. It's up to you and how precise you want to be, and it will eventually flat. It just won't flat at first. Alright, raise and lower. So R2 is going to be for raise, and then L2 is going to be for lower. We have smooth. Just hold R2, and see these jagged edges, it's just going to smooth them out, make them a little bit more natural. So it doesn't look like it's a man-made little hole. So the RAM thing is weird. You have to press R2 twice, so you set like a little waypoint, and then if you press it again, nothing really happens. So what I figured out is that you need to start at a lower angle, and then press R2 somewhere else, and then it'll create this kind of ramp going up. Now I don't believe you can make a ramp going down, unfortunately, but you could always just make it going up. And with that being said, if you make a ramp going up, you can configure a way to make it look like it's going down. In reality, it's really just going up. So yeah, the ramp is probably one of the most difficult ones to use. But once you get the hang of it, it looks pretty nice. Alright, we have erosion. If you just hold R2, just kind of change the landscape a little bit, but nothing crazy. You can change the density and landslide, but it's nothing crazy. And here is the noise. Kind of changes the texture of the terrain a little bit. Looks like I have some rocky mountains now. Right. And when creating the set to height, essentially just kind of setting a set value for heights. So as I'm doing this, this is now the new height of the train that's gonna be. Let's see if we can get some. Oh, we also have the whole tool, but we're gonna see if we get some paint in this. Change it. So let's see here on my palette. We're gonna look see what we got. So we have a bunch of different types of materials essentially. Depending on what you're trying to make, maybe we might just make like a mini small Grand Canyon right now. Um, let's see here. Soils kind of looks like the Grand Canyon. Vietnam Rock, yes, that is very much Grand Canyon. Um, alright, so then from there, we would also go to train, and we're going to be adding vegetation because there's still trees in the wildlife. They're going to probably be dead trees. And from there, just press R2. You're going to paint it around. Also, if you need to go faster in Far Cry, if you click altitude, you look up top to the top right, my times 4 times 5 times 1, that's the speed of the camera. So you're just going to keep on selecting that. And let's see, maybe we might even make a water bed in between this. We're going to split this canyon and see what we get from it. Just add some vegetation. And the cool thing is that you can make presets. So now I have the dead bush preset, and then I'm gonna be able to have another preset. All right. So now let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and split this. So we're gonna change the radius a little bit lower and hold L2. And it is a little tricky. You have to play with it, but once it gets there, it's gonna take a while. And we're gonna have to raise this part that I'm at the moment lowering because I might be going a little bit too deep. And we're just just the canyon, water goes through canyon. Let's see, we're gonna probably just go this way. All the way down here. Nothing crazy. And then we can even go to smooth. So smooth is probably the best tool in terms of just making everything look natural. And this tool does take a while, but once you get it, it's gonna make it look really nice. And if you're making a nature landscape, it's just it'll just come together in the end. So you might need to put a little bit more attention. You could also go for the erosion tool, but in my opinion, the smooth tool is a bit faster and it looks a lot more realistic. Right. Probably need to fix that little top there. It might be a little bit too tall. So now we have a canyon here. The water might be a little bit too high for the level of the terrain, but we're gonna see. This stuff all might need to come up as well. So we're probably gonna bump everything here up. Just bump everything up with the bump tool, hold R2, and just kind of go around. And then once we get that, we're gonna add the water. So we're gonna go to, let's see here, water. If oceans or lakes, we'll just do a lake for now. And we're gonna plop it right in the middle. We'll probably plop two. We'll just do one for now. And then when selecting this, just kind of move it to where you want it to. And we're gonna move it, let's see, we're gonna move it down. And we're gonna place it right here. See, it's a little showing right there, but that's okay. Probably just move it back this way then. Oh, not showing on that side, but that's okay. We could actually fix that. All right, from here, what we can do is we can duplicate it. Oh, and then move it. Let's see. There we go. So I kind of took that off the same level as the other one, but you want to kind of keep that together as much as possible. One of the things about this engine is that it doesn't like to keep your things together in terms of when you duplicate something, it'll typically move you for some reason. But that's okay. That's a-okay. And then here we'll probably just move the train a little bit lower. There we go. We got a nice little canyon coming in, or stream in the canyon. Oh, way into the map right there. And then just clean it up around the sides. We can either do, well, I mean, we'll probably just have it coming out this way. Let's see, we'll go to, let's look at this really quick. Probably add one more water on the outside. And we'll probably continue on this side too. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to lower, change the radius a little bit. Oh, that is not lowering. So that you can see that the water is actually coming out. And the cool thing is that the train tool shouldn't affect the water around. Alright. And that is going to be our tutorial on our terrain tool. As you can see, you're able to do a lot of different levels in this, and the water gives it a nice effect when you're creating a realistic scene. Do not forget the vegetation tool, as that is also really nice as well. And that is going to be our tutorial on how to create a just simple terrain while using the terrain tools with water. Alright, thank you for watching.